Hello. This is the Open and Awesome Entertainment Wrap, episode 277. This is Rajyasree.
And this is Abhinandan and Sekhri. We are going to be bringing you the pop culture commentary and reviews on two films, one series, one ad, one trailer, and some newsmakers and fake news that is being spread through cinema. Very sad.
Very sad.
Now, let's start off with... Can just get the teaser out of the way. Let's start on energy. So, the teaser for the film Pathaan just dropped. It has two of my favorite stars, Shah Rukh Khan.
And Akshay Kumar.
You watched the Dollar Banyan ad.
That's also you got your favorite actor in it. Are you proud of her?
Yanimi Gautam. I'll come to that.
Yanimi Gautam, his English is only going right now.
How's it English? Her name is not
Yami
English.
Gautam.
So how's that English?
No, your pronunciation is going.
Then the second thing that is short form is...
Short form.
1 minute 31 second ad, which is 1 minute 31 seconds too many.
Yeah.
An ad for Dollar Ultra Thermal.
What an ad. And the music in this ad.
Let's start with Gargi. It's a courtroom drama where there is a young girl called Gargi whose father is a security guard. She is a teacher and she does tuitions as well. Pretty poor. They're just struggling to make ends meet. She has a younger sister. And their father is arrested in a case of child rape. So now it is her quest of how she grapples and tries to prove her father innocent. It is a commentary primarily on media, I think. It has a lot of media commentary on how they conduct these trials without any responsibilities, these media trials. It was gripping. I think it kept me interested. I think the first maybe 10-15 minutes were a bit slow because once we know that the rape has happened, then let's get on with it.
Yeah.
Just stretch that. But yeah, it was gripping. It kept you interested because it was over 2 hours long in a language that it's not my primary language. So that way it kept you interested. What I found was interesting, and that was a difficult thing to kind of pull off, is that you don't know whether the father is guilty or not. Like in the beginning, when she's just trying to, before she's even met her father, when you haven't seen him,
when you haven't seen him, yeah.
But you still sympathize with her, even with the possibility that he is,
could be.
So I thought that was interestingly done, and also how the character flips, like the chemist who is the lawyer, from being such an MA character to being such an important character, that transition I think it's very expertly done. I mean, it's not an easy thing to pull off.
And I did think that the last sequence, with the children, was a little too perfect. I don't think life works out that way. That
with the children?
You've forgotten the two girls. Niku, don't make me feel like I watched another film.
You obviously watched the same film with Sai Pallavi. But
at the end, you must have, your Sony Live subscription must have ended.
No.
Right at the end,
yes,
she is sitting with a young girl who is having that puberty ceremony. Abhinandan.
Okay, was it? I don't recall.
What are you?
Maybe you're mixing
up
films.
Okay, 1 second. You can cut this if it... And the girl who gets raped, her father brings her to Niku. It's the full end, the last 5 minutes of...
It's not.
Yes, I swear.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So it ends with Sai Pallavi. There's this house, you see their house, and this girl who's clearly her sister is all dressed up and all, and there are lots of women, and there's some singing and all.
Oh yeah, I saw this. Yeah, now that
now it's coming back to you. Came back to me also. So I felt that end sequence with the girls was too. We'd all hope for that to be life, that everyone forgives everyone moves on, everyone is accepting and appreciative of what someone has done, because Sai Pallavi's character does do something which many daughters would not do.
You've given away everything. It's a Mother India kind of moment.
Yeah.
We had Rajyasree bola tha, Manisha and Atul in Himachal Pradesh bringing you the morning show, election related. Then we're going to Gujarat. we have one reporter up in Himachal Pradesh. We'll have two in Gujarat, and we just had one that went to Punjab to report on the Parali burning. So there's a lot of traveling happening this month for our reporters. Of course, I'm stuck in Delhi breathing in toxic air. But all this travel requires money, resources. Our journalism is not based or funded by government ads, government resources, or largesse by large corporations. So we want you to step up and subscribe and pay to keep news free. In fact, we have an NL Sena up, a fund for election coverage for all the travel, our wonderful crew. In fact, Jude also just came back yesterday. He was also in Himachal Pradesh. And they'll be going again and again, demand hotels and food and these kind of things. So do please go to the NL Sena page, click on NL Sena in the show notes below and chip in. Also subscribe, tell your friends and family who keep whining about the state of democracy and all that to pay to keep news free. It's important you do, otherwise news is going to die. And trust me, going by this election coverage by legacy media, if you guys don't step up, you won't have no voice. Let me assure you of that. It's shocking what channels are doing. Don't Worry Darling is an English feature film which I have just found out after watching it has a singer who's very popular in the lead role. His name is Harry Styles.
You know Harry Styles. How many times we've told you? Your niece has told you. I've told you.
Good.
Which band?
Clearly, it did not All for One. No.
No, Nico. Come on. You know this.
Yeah, I know this. Calm down.
One Direction.
One Direction. All for One. Almost.
What is his band member's name?
Yeah, I don't know yet. Basically, he's a very good actor. I was blown away by his performance. He's in it. But the person who really blew me away is Florence Pugh. She is also plays the Miss Marvel's sister. No, sorry. She plays the Black Widow's sister.
Really?
In Black Widow. I think
Don't
it's the
make
same.
up.
It is. It's her only. So it's a sci-fi film about this perfect land where all these people are in, doing something mysterious that no one knows. And Florence Pugh, her character, whose name is Alice, questions it. It is directed by Olivia Wilde, who also plays a small role in it. I will just say this, that it is very gripping. After a long time, I had a film that had to keep taking breaks. Like in studies, you have to, half an hour, chalo, I need to take a break. I should go. Films have become like that for me, unfortunately. But this one, I didn't feel like taking a break. I watched the whole thing. And I think it is one of the most clever and effective feminist statements through cinema I have seen in a long time.
You start off thinking that it's like, another Stepford Wives kind of film, but because it's set in the 50s, they are all in these dresses, and the husbands go off to work, and they have these perfect houses and perfect lives, and everyone gets along, and they have perfect children. So in the beginning, you think like, okay, I should just made another Stepford Wives, but then the way the story starts flipping is just, and Florence Pugh is
so hot.
She's hot also. Correct.
Don't be shallow. She's an amazing performer. She acts really well. You're so shallow.
And Chris Pine is excellent.
So hot.
It's actually so hot. I normally don't like Chris Pine.
You're so shallow.
He's very hot, I have to say.
He's the guy in Wonder Woman, no?
Yeah.
He's very hot.
Yeah, and over here he's like really hot. And
even Harry Styles is quite hot.
Suddenly he's become hot in this film. Otherwise he's not.
Achha,
he's like a boy.
Oh, really?
He's like a little boy, he looks like.
So, some things were kind of unexplained for me. Ki bhai,
I didn't understand.
we won't give any speakers.
We can cut this
speakers
if it makes me sound.
Spoilers.
If it makes me look really stupid, we'll cut it. You see, if I didn't understand only the end. What happened?
Cut it. We'll cut it. I'll explain to you later.
Nothing happened, Niku. You'll explain now.
I'll explain to you later.
Because I was like, this is why I watch films sometimes.
Right. But they only did it through audio.
So even that, I thought that car chase scene was just stunning. And to see those old cars and then...
And the production design, just the overall art direction. Amazing. Very good. But you're saying it was trashed, huh? When it came out?
It was trashed. But she's made like tons of money. So it's a box office hit.
Did it come in cinemas here?
It came in cinemas. But we didn't go. I don't know why.
We didn't stay long enough. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah. Some reason we didn't go. But it came to... Because I think when it came, there was all this...
COVID lockdown.
No, it
Anyway,
was now. It's just been released a little
Anyway,
while
but I
back.
would, if you can get to see it in the cinema, I highly recommend it. But if you can't, because this is just the kind of film I'd love in a cinema, with
Yeah.
popcorn. It has that quality. A film which has caused major controversy online. It's called the Kerala Story. Maybe it's a financial consideration that someone like Vipul Shah, who has a certain credibility as a producer,
He's made Namaste London, Namaste England.
has decided to produce a film directed by Sudipto Sen, which now it appears has made claims that are completely outlandish of the amount of conversions happening in the name of love
30,000.
jihad in Kerala. And it is basically, from what is being shared by many people who have seen promos of it, is a propaganda film against the Kerala government. It's basically the Hindutva brigades fake news is being made into a film yet again. So that, Alt News has done a entire report on it. But I think what is interesting to see, Rajyasree, is
Yes.
there's this new resurgence of a particular kind of cinema. Like, even Amar Akbar Anthony was, in a sense, putting out a message that, like, you can't imagine a film like Amar Akbar Anthony being made today. Like, Akbar would be accused of doing a gay love jihad against the two brothers or some shit. They'll burn this hall down or something.
Amar would have to be played by a Hindu
Akbar,
actor.
whatever, all that stuff.
All that
So
nonsense
it would
happen.
go. But the films now are just so full. There's this resurgence because clearly there's money going there of shit films which are full of Hindu propaganda. And while that seems like the political move of the country, most of them are still flopping.
Yeah.
Other than this Kashmir Files, there were
All
so
of
many that came
Akshay
up.
Kumar's films.
All the ones that came out after that, they've all flopped, including Ram Setu.
Oh, we almost forgot the biggest thing which has made the news.
What?
That India today has people who have sat and calculated when Alia Bhatt must have got pregnant. A lot of time they have not shown such dedication to their normal news reports. But this they have shown dedication to. So they've calculated and said, oh, it must be 2 months. Then they did a compilation of all the people who have had kids within 7 months or 6 months.
India today has been demonstrating how classy it is for a very long time.
Yeah.
So they continue in that rich tradition.
Yeah. And someone wrote this, I don't know who, I've forgotten, but said that all these editors of India today who keep saying now that we stand for journalism, ethics, feminism and all, that not one of you have, after this story has come out, gone and told your bosses that, can you all remove this shit? Speaks volumes about what?
The classy, the journalistic ethics and all that. That's what India is all about. Subscribe and listen to the complete unedited version of this podcast on our podcast player. Download the app. It will be most helpful for you to listen to this podcast smoothly without any problem.
We, being an independent platform, depend on our readers, viewers and listeners. Support independent media by subscribing to News Laundry. Go to newslaundry.com, click on the subscribe button at the top and pay to keep news free.